Despite Russia's overwhelming numerical and technological advantage, Ukraine mounted a remarkably effective defense of its capital. The success of Kyiv's defense can be attributed to several interrelated factors, combining geography, strategy, and the determination of both soldiers and civilians. Urban terrain and geography. Kyiv's dense urban landscape, combined with rivers and forests surrounding the city, created natural choke points that hindered Russian mechanized advances. Bridges, narrow roads, and overpasses became strategic focal points, where Ukrainian forces could delay or halt large armored columns. High morale and civilian participation. Civilian volunteers and local militias actively participated in defense, constructing barricades, getting troops, and providing logistical support. A strong sense of national unity and the defense of homeland fueled sustained resistance, giving Ukrainian forces a psychological edge. Flexible command and decentralized operations. Ukrainian military units operated with a decentralized command structure, allowing rapid local decision-making and adaptation to battlefield developments. Coordinated ambushes, hit-and-run attacks, and defensive fortifications disrupted Russian operations and slowed their advance. Intelligence and external support. Timely intelligence from Western satellites and reconnaissance drones allowed Ukrainian commanders to anticipate and counter Russian movements. Targeted strikes on supply convoys and logistical hubs undermined the Russian advance and forced constant repositioning of troops. Russian failures. Russia's failure to capture Kyiv was not simply due to Ukrainian resilience. It also stemmed from significant operational and strategic miscalculations. Key failures. Logistical breakdown. Extended supply lines across hundreds of kilometers became highly vulnerable to disruption. Shortages of fuel, food, and ammunition left forward units immobilized and ineffective. Underestimation of resistance. Russian planners misjudged both Ukrainian military capability and civilian resolve. Expectations of rapid capitulation proved unrealistic, forcing Russian forces into protracted, unsustainable engagements. Tactical miscalculations. Heavy reliance on armor without sufficient infantry support made Russian convoys susceptible to ambushes. Poor coordination between air support, artillery, and ground units led to operational inefficiencies. Morale and command issues. Reports indicated low troop morale, confusion, and unclear objectives within Russian forces. Ukrainian psychological operations, including misinformation and propaganda, further weakened Russian cohesion. Counteroffensive and strategic implications. By early April 2022, Russian forces had withdrawn from the Kyiv region, marking a decisive Ukrainian defensive success. This withdrawal not only preserved Ukraine's political and administrative center, but also reshaped the strategic trajectory of the war. Strategic implications. Urban defense and asymmetric tactics proved decisive against a conventionally superior adversary. Russia's failure forced a strategic pivot toward the eastern and southern fronts, delaying broader campaign objectives. The successful defense galvanized international support and provided a potent symbol of national resilience. The battle for Kyiv demonstrates that military superiority alone does not guarantee victory. Determination, strategic flexibility, local knowledge, and high morale proved decisive. Ukraine's defense of its capital illustrates the evolving dynamics of modern warfare, where the human element remains as critical as tanks, missiles, and aircraft. Ultimately, the failure of Russian forces to capture Kyiv underscores the limits of conventional military power when confronted with resolute defenders and the complexities of urban combat.